When we think of wealth today, we think of tech billionaires. Elon Musk with his $250 billion fortune, Jeff Bezos and his empire. But what if I told you that compared to one medieval African king, these modern titans are practically middle class? This is the story of Mansa Musa, the man so rich, he accidentally destroyed an entire region's economy just by being generous. The year is 1312. While Europe was still crawling out of the Dark Ages, West Africa was experiencing a golden age, literally. Mansa Musa became the 10th emperor of the Mali Empire, ruling over a kingdom that stretched across modern-day Mali, Senegal, Gambia, and beyond. But size wasn't what made Mali special. It was what lay beneath the ground. Mali controlled more than half of the world's gold supply. Half. And Musa? He controlled Mali. Estimates put his wealth at around $400 billion in today's money, though some historians argue it's literally impossible to calculate. To put that in perspective, Elon Musk's peak net worth was around $250 billion. Jeff Bezos topped out around $200 billion. Mansa Musa might have been worth more than both of them combined. Now, Mansa Musa was a devout Muslim, and in 1324, he decided to fulfill one of the 5 pillars of Islam, the Hajj, the pilgrimage to Mecca. But Musa didn't do anything small. When he left Mali, he brought an entourage of 60,000 people. 60,000. This included soldiers, civilians, slaves, officials, griots, the storytellers of Mali, and even his senior wife with 500 of her own attendants. The caravan stretched for miles. He brought 80 camels, each carrying between 50 and 300 pounds of gold dust. Herald riders went ahead announcing his arrival. He had a personal group of 500 servants, each carrying a golden staff weighing about 6 pounds. That's over 3,000 pounds of gold just in walking sticks. When Musa arrived in Cairo, Egypt in July 1324, he brought his trademark generosity. He didn't just visit, he spent. He gave gold to the poor. He gave gold to officials. He commissioned buildings and mosques. He tipped everyone he met. The emperor was so generous that he flooded Cairo's markets with gold. Now here's your economics lesson. When you suddenly increase the supply of something without increasing demand, its value crashes. Gold was their currency, and Musa just dumped tons of it into their system. The result? Hyperinflation. The price of gold plummeted. The value of the Egyptian dinar collapsed. Everyday goods became impossibly expensive. One man's 3-month visit triggered an economic crisis that lasted over a decade. Imagine being so rich that your shopping spree destroys a country's economy. Musa wasn't trying to cause chaos. When he realized what he'd done, he actually felt bad. On his return journey, he attempted to fix the problem. How? By borrowing gold from Egyptian moneylenders at high interest rates. The richest man in history borrowed money to remove gold from circulation. Musa's pilgrimage put Mali on the map. The 1375 Catalan Atlas shows Musa sitting on a throne, holding a golden scepter and a nugget of gold. But his legacy wasn't just gold. He built universities and libraries. Under Musa, Timbuktu became one of the world's great centers of learning. So why isn't Mansa Musa a household name? For centuries, Western education systems have downplayed African achievements. But the evidence is overwhelming. The Mali Empire was real. Its wealth was real. And Mansa Musa was the wealthiest person to ever live. Let's put this in perspective. Elon Musk's wealth could buy 200,000 homes. Mansa Musa's wealth could have bought entire cities, multiple times over. The next time someone asks who the richest person in history was, you'll know the answer. A 14th century African emperor whose generosity literally broke economics.